folks, it's Borders Dude here. I'm back with another Transformers video. This time I'm taking a look at Mech-17D Extraordinary Partner Hercules, or Diaclone coloured Transformers Constructicons Devastator. Alright, I'm just going to have a quick look at the little Diaclone figure you get as a bonus. And it's very cool. There's so much articulation in these little figures. It's pretty awesome. You've even got a little bit there where you can pop a Diaclone pilot in. And I've already got one in there. This little yellow guy. Nicely painted, nice silver paint. And the orange clear plastic in there. Very cool. And I love these little Diaclone suits that Mech Fan Toys are giving with their figures. Mech Fan Toys hasn't given these guys any of their own names, so I'm just going to call them their G1 counterparts. So we're just going to start off with Scrapper, and it's lovely. Done in the yellow colour, pretty cool. Although it's more a sort of darker yellow than the G2 yellow, as you'd expect. Decked out with some nice silver detailing. Pretty awesome. Let's get them transformed. These guys are all fairly straightforward to transform. He says struggling, and all the joints on these Mech Fan Toys figures are pretty it's dead stiff, which is excellent. A nice bit of quality there from a company that is most doing naughty KOs. Now, here we are, almost there. Easy peasy. Right. Let's get him decked in his robot mode. Now, here we go. The only thing I don't like about this figure is that this sliding mechanism doesn't lock in. So yeah, just have a quick little look. Just try to bring in the face there. It's nicely done for a basic figure. Articulation. You've got ball joints on the shoulder, ball jointed elbow. You can see that sliding mechanism again. You get a bend at the knee, and you also get a swivel. No waist articulation to be expected. But yeah, there is Scrapper. Here is my favourite out of the lot of them. It's Bonecrusher, and he's done very well as the little mini bulldozer. A bit of detail going on. Again, there's quite a bit of detail and paint schemes going on for these little guys, but let's get them transformed. I will keep things as snappy as I can when it comes to these guys, because there's quite a fair bit. I like to keep my videos short. One thing I will say is the tabs on these figures are dead tight, so it's best just to loosely wiggle out the tabs, or you'll just end up popping a ball joint, or worse if you're not careful. But transformation on these is straightforward. I'm not really going into detail. You can sort of see what I'm doing on the camera, of course, but it's nothing too difficult, as expected with the Legend scale figures, and that's half the fun of them. I think sometimes Masterpiece figures are quite overly complicated and just kind of take the fun out of transforming sometimes, but yeah, it just depends what you like. But here we are. Got him in his robot mode. His articulation is pretty much the same. You've got a bend at the knee. You do have this as an extra bit of articulation, I guess. Ball jointed elbow, ball jointed shoulder, and the head can go up and down. But again, for a Legend scale sized figure, you're still getting a fair bit of whack there for articulation. Okay, here is Scavenger, and he's pretty cool. His scoop or shovel can be retracted and extended, which is a nice little touch for a figure this scale. You can't really see any figure parts unless you're sort of looking at the back there. You can see the fist, but his robotic parts are very well hidden for a figure in this scale. Transformation is very similar to the previous bot that I looked at. The legs transform in the exact same way. Sorry, my brain just went blank there when I was thinking about that previous robot. My apologies, previous Transformer. There we go. This is quite neat because you just twist it round and you're just going to open the arms up like so, revealing the ball joints. Okay, we don't want to do that, we want to hide the ball joints, keep it all nice and clean. Head is here, just flip it up, and the scoop just goes in the middle. Again, the articulation is exactly the same. Ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows. The head can't really do anything in this mode. You've got the leg on a ball joint, a bend at the knee, and the feet can go up and down. But you can't really do much in terms of posing with that. But hey, the option's there for you. And the weakest of the lot, in my opinion, is Mixmaster. His mixer does spin, but he's only got like 2 wheels, whereas the original G1 toy had 3 wheels, 2 at the back, 1 at the front of the vehicle. He's just pretty plain looking, and doesn't really do the alt mode justice. But transformation on this guy, it's a little bit different on this one, just on the way he's designed, I suppose. So here we are. Take the legs apart. Flip these down. You don't really need any fingernails for that, which is pretty cool. And you want to get the arms that are tabbed in here. Bring it down, bring it round. And you can point the laser gun down as well. Now, here we go. And there we are. So, he seems to have a bit more articulation because you've got that sort of waist extension there, along with the rest of the articulation that the other bots have. Just that bend at the knee goes the wrong way. His robot mode does make up for it somewhat, but he really is the weakest of this particular bunch. And now Hook. I absolutely love this alt mode. It kind of reminds me of G1 Double Dealer. It's pretty cool. He definitely has the correct amount of wheels for his alt mode, which makes the difference. And the little blue hook stroke crane is pretty nice as well. Transformation is dead simple on this guy. Not really much of a problem when it comes to transforming any of these, as I've already said, but some of them can be a bit more fiddlier than others. And here we go, here he is in his robot mode. Again, same articulation applies, there's nothing at the waist on this guy. Just have a quick look at the back. Pretty clean, you can see Devastator's head in there if you look dead close. But yeah, pretty neat little guy. And lastly we have Long Haul, decked out in the orange Diaclone colours. There's not much paint going on with this guy, but that doesn't matter. It still looks pretty impressive, except this bit at the back here. That's kind of where the Legend Scale figures do struggle, especially when it's a combiner, because just trying to find places to hide parts. So that kind of sticks out and does drag. You can lift it up, but it doesn't really want to stay. Well, it does there, but it still looks a bit unsightly. But hey, it's not that bad for a figure of this scale, of course. Sacrifices will be made. Transforming him, it's a pretty straightforward affair, really. Not too much to him. But it does have a little bit more going on, really. Pop that through there. Ooh, our misses. Very dodgy looking, very dodgy. Arms up. There's his head. It's on a very tight ball joint. Just jump cutted that there because that took a few minutes to get that round. Okay, a few seconds, but still, you get the idea. Again, tight ball joints, not a bad thing. And there we have Long Haul, all complete. He's definitely my second favourite in the bunch. There's a lot more going on for him because he will become the torso of Hercules, and that bit can just stick up there and hide out the way, but there's really, apart from that, no kibble at all on this guy, and indeed a lot of the other bots, there wasn't much kibble at all. Before I show you the finished article, I thought I'd show you each individual robot and how they look to form Devastator. So, starting off here with Mixmaster, you can see he's going to form the upper part of Devastator. Zoom into that head sculpt. It's absolutely gorgeous. You do of course get the individual hands as well. What they'll do is, on these figures here, by the way, this actually stores in robot mode and alt mode as well quite nicely, which is a neat touch. They just simply plug in, or twist in even, like so. This is a little bit loose in mine. It wasn't loose before I started making this video, so take that what you will. There we are. Again, there's the other hand. Scrapper. Mixmaster here. So you get an idea of really how each individual bot should be transformed. And it's pretty straightforward. Again, you can just simply look at reference pictures online. You don't really need instructions for guys these size. It's not a problem to get them transformed into Devastator. And here we have Devastator all combined up. It's an absolute pleasure to look at, but unfortunately getting to this point wasn't a pleasure at all. Combining the bits together is a bit of a chore in some areas, particularly when you're combining the top half in the torso, because of these port and posts that you have here, and you also have to connect them at the back. And this bit there, that's very fiddly to do, because the ball joint port and post section here on the arms tend to pop out when you're trying to connect the back, so it takes a bit of time, a bit of patience. The leg connectors are fantastic, they hold in nice and tight, but these arm connectors just have a habit of popping loose, which makes things annoying, and also because of just the way the hinges work on them to connect, they tend to either push up when you try to push them in, or they push down, just depending on the level of force that you have when doing this. However, once you get there, what you're left with is a nice looking, at least from the front, legend scaled Devastator. Now he does come with another additional 2 accessories. One is a big gun and the other is an iron girder. Now I don't have those at hand, I lost them when I moved house, but they will be here somewhere. Not the end of the world. He looks pretty imposing like he is here, or just as he is here, and I'm really happy to have this figure. It is a KO, as we all know. It's a KO of the DX9 Hulky, which is still available to buy, but I really wanted to get a Devastator in Diaclone colours because it's something different to have in my collection, so I'm quite glad that I did get a hold of him. Well, there we have it, folks. That's my look at Mech Fan Toys Hercules, or aka a KO of DX9 Hulky. What do you think about this figure? If you're collecting Legends, is this a figure you like to have in your collection? You can also get this figure in other colours such as yellow and of course the standard green from Mech Fan Toys, and you'll probably also get a little cool Diaclone guy there as a bonus. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this figure, and thanks very much to my new subscribers and my old subscribers who do keep supporting me. I really do appreciate it, and you are helping my channel grow. Thank you, and as always guys, please do be excellent to each other.